So it does actually turn out when you F around, oh boy, you find out.
Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your host JD, and in this episode today, mad or bad, we've got to do a follow-up video on the liberals who have been posting videos all over social media expressing their disappointment and their outrage over the fact that somebody failed to take the life of the president. And it turns out when you post radical, unhinged things, well, sometimes you don't get away with it. Now, in my previous video, as some of you will remember, we did take a look at many of these stunning and brave individuals all saying the same thing. They are truly devastated over Trump not being taken out, and as a result, I think it's fair to say they have exposed who they truly are, because remember, this is the side that talks about being kind and tolerant, yet every single time we see them acting in the complete opposite way. It's funny how that works.
Curious.
Now, what is concerning, if these videos weren't concerning enough, but what is really concerning is some of these posts that are going viral from these liberals aren't just coming from random people on the internet, they are actually coming from teachers. For example, I read out this one in my last video where this woman posted on social media she will be praying for better aim if another attempt happens. These are the sort of people that are in schools teaching. And then is it any wonder after many years in the education system, students end up becoming radical leftists? It's because of people like this. And in my opinion, if you go ahead and you post something like this on social media and you are praying for the president to be taken out, you should be fired from your job, because at the very least, you have proven to the world you are mentally stable and you should not have the ability to teach. And thankfully, more and more people are waking up to this, because another teacher went viral expressing her disappointment over the fact that Trump wasn't taken out. And as a result, well, things aren't looking too good for this woke liberal teacher, because now she has been fired from her job. Meet Karen Baum, a teacher at the Children's House in Cincinnati. She posted a video talking about how sad she was that she woke up to the news that Trump wasn't taken out. This person teaches your children. Yeah, what an absolute disgrace. But let's go ahead and take a listen to the video.
And there's been a few creators on here saying that like Friday or yesterday could have been the day. And then I wake up to that news, but not that news. We're gonna have to pay really close attention to what they're trying to actually distract us from.
What a charming liberal woman. They all sound the same. It never changes with these people. I have never seen such a miserable group of people in all my life. You are a teacher and you are posting on social media that you are sad that the president wasn't taken out. The TDS with these people is just on a whole different level. I mean, what are you doing?
What the f are you doing?
Now, obviously, after this video went viral, this woman simply couldn't handle the backlash, so she made her account private. But before she could do that and run away from the world, many people managed to get other content from her page where, well, she sounds very normal. Take a listen.
I do not know what to do with all of the rage that I have in my body right now. I'm gonna do two parts. This first part is in my own city. Thursday, April 16th, and yesterday, this puppet, see you next Tuesday, attempted to enter multiple Cincinnati public schools to do wellness checks on behalf of ICE. This is Gratis Police Chief Tonina Lamana, and Superintendent Shauna Murphy said she and another individual visited Western Hills University High School, Reese E. Price Academy, and Roberts Academy. While Murphy said that the two puppets didn't interact with any of the students, Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Prevel, a CPS parent, called the whole incident ridiculous and inexcusable. He is disgusted by the actions of a police chief from a small town an hour away, coming to our city's public schools unannounced, let alone at ICE's request, to intimidate our students and our families. He said stay out of Cincinnati. The Superintendent Murphy says that the district is still investigating, and Hamilton County Sheriff McGuffey said that she is also aware of the incident and will be speaking with federal and state partners to ensure that policies are followed. Under an agreement with ICE, the Gratis County Police are allowed to interrogate or arrest anyone within their jurisdiction that they believe to be unlawfully in this country. I don't believe that's public school kids an hour out of your district. ICE, the police that help them, and You too, if you goddamn support this. Stay the f out of my city.
So, the conclusion is, she's a total nutcase. And I'll be honest with you guys, she does sound like the sort of person that the very mention of the word ice just sends her into an absolute meltdown. I can see her already. She's out for dinner. The waiter asks her, "Do you want ice with your drink?" And she goes, "Wait, hold on. What sort of ice do you mean? Can you clarify that for me?" She's crazy. And look, whatever happened with ice in that situation, I imagine there's another side to it, and they weren't there intimidating students. But again, you can tell she's not all there, and you can tell by the way she's just constantly shouting and swearing. The traits are always the same. I am yet to see a stable liberal woman. The day that happens, we know the world is ending.
And that's just facts!
Now, as I mentioned, because of this video and how insanely viral it went, it has now actually led to this woman being fired from her job, which is the right move. Somebody like this shouldn't be teaching students. They shouldn't be in a school. But let's go ahead and check out this article that briefly goes into the story. In a Monday statement to Fox News, a spokesperson for Brightpath, an early learning and childcare provider in Cincinnati, said, "Our organization does not tolerate and explicitly condemns any calls for violence." The spokesperson then went on to add, "The comments made online by this individual are deeply inconsistent with our values. The individual in question has been terminated." And good, people like this should not be teaching. Plain and simple.
And that's just facts!
But as of making this video, ladies and gentlemen, I have actually just seen on my timeline that somebody else has been fired. Yes, another one. This time, it's not a teacher, it's a social media manager for United Healthcare, but it is another woke liberal woman. And this woman, like a lot of them, are sad that the person missed. Let's go ahead and check out the video that she posted.
We're cooked as a country when my first reaction to hearing the news about Trump's attempt was, it was probably fake. Like immediately I was like, oh, that wasn't real. Probably fake. And the second was, aw, they missed? So happy they missed. Oh. Yeah, that's sad. That's when you know we're cooked.
Wow, isn't she a normal woman?
No, definitely not.
Now, United Healthcare have announced this firing on X because they have gone ahead and posted this statement that goes on to say, "Violence is never acceptable and any comments that suggest otherwise are in no way consistent with our mission and values." The person who made comments online about Saturday night's incident at a Washington event where President Trump and many other political leaders were gathered is no longer employed by the company. Again, good. These people need to learn that this isn't normal.
And that's just facts!
Now, for the rest of this video, I just want to be serious about this issue for a couple of minutes because whilst we can make jokes about it all, I do think what is going on is actually quite sinister because whilst people can have different opinions about Trump and different political opinions, but these people and what they are saying is extremely radical. And do people really think, let's say, if it did happen, right, and Trump was taken out, which these people on a daily basis call for, but if that did happen and then JD Vance took his place, do you think suddenly their rhetoric, their language is going to change? It's going to stop? No, of course not, because it's not just about Trump. It's about silencing thoughts and ideas. It's about silencing anybody who disagrees with them. They have consumed so much propaganda on social media and in the mainstream media that they have been conditioned to believe anyone who is a conservative is evil. And we've all seen over the years how bad this is getting, not only with how they reacted to the first time Trump nearly lost his life, but then you think about how they reacted to Charlie Kirk losing his. They all celebrated, they were cheering. That is crazy, and it goes past the point of being unhinged. I mean, even for small creators like me, we get threats all the time. I made a video, a few weeks ago about Cynthia Erivo, and for whatever reason, it upset thousands and thousands of her fans to the point where they were calling for me to be taken out. They made a video depicting me getting taken out, the same way Charlie Kirk lost his life. This is how they think. This is how they act, and they are not going to stop when Trump's term is over. They are only going to get more radical and more unhinged. I said in my previous video, when talking about this stuff, if they could get their way today, they would have us all removed, because they do not want different thoughts, different ideas, different opinions, because those things challenge their ideology. And at the end of the day, they can't handle that. We've seen it all. We've seen how they act when people have different opinions. They melt down. They capitulate. And for these people, it is now their way or the highway. And as we're seeing, that highway is getting more and more dangerous. But I want to see your thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on everything that I've discussed in this video? Leave all your comments down below. I'm sure it will be a very interesting comment section, as usual. If you have also enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your host, JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.